Periva Sharanam. Today we are going to learn the 12th sloka of Soundarya Lahari.
As usual, we will chant the 11th sloka first and then go to the learning of the 12th sloka.
चतुर्भिः श्रीकण्ठैः शिवयुवतिभिः पञ्चभिरपि प्रभिन्नाभिः शम्भोः नवभिरपि मूलप्रकृतिभिः चतुश्चत्वारिंशत् वसुदलकलाश्रत्रिवलय त्रिरेखाभिः सार्धम् तव शरणकोणाः परिणताः त्वदीयं सौन्दर्यं त्वदीयं सौन्दर्यं त्वदीयं सौन्दर्यं तुहिन गिरिकन्ये तुलयितुम् तुहिन गिरिकन्ये तुलयितुम् तुहिन गिरिकन्ये तुलयितुम् कवीन्द्राः कल्पन्ते कवीन्द्राः कल्पन्ते कवीन्द्राः कल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्चि प्रभृतयः कथमपि विरिञ्चि प्रभृतयः कथमपि विरिञ्चि प्रभृतयः यदा लोकौत्सुक्यात् यदा लोकौत्सुक्यात् यदा लोकौत्सुक्यात् अमरललनायान्ति मनसा अमरललनायान्ति मनसा अमरललनायान्ति मनसा तपोभिर्दुष्प्रापामपि 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 गिरिशसायुज्य पदवीम् गिरिशसायुज्य पदवीम् गिरिशसायुज्य पदवीम् त्वदीयं सौन्दर्यं तुहिन गिरिकन्ये तुलयितुम् त्वदीयं सौन्दर्यं तुहिन गिरिकन्ये तुलयितुम् त्वदीयं सौन्दर्यं तुहिन गिरिकन्ये तुलयितुम् कवीन्द्राः कल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्चि प्रभृतयः कवीन्द्राः कल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्चि प्रभृतयः कवीन्द्राः कल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्चि प्रभृतयः यदा लोकौत्सुक्यात् अमरललनायान्ति मनसा यदा लोकौत्सुक्यात् अमरललनायान्ति मनसा यदा लोकौत्सुक्यात् अमरललनायान्ति मनसा तपोभिर्दुष्प्रापामपि गिरिशसायुज्य पदवीम् तपोभिर्दुष्प्रापामपि गिरिशसायुज्य पदवीम् तपोभिर्दुष्प्रापामपि गिरिशसायुज्य पदवीम् त्वदीयं सौन्दर्यं तुहिन गिरिकन्ये तुलयितुम् कवीन्द्राः कल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्चि प्रभृतयः त्वदीयं सौन्दर्यं तुहिनगिरिकन्ये तुलयितुं कवीन्द्राः कल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्चि प्रभृतयः त्वदीयं सौन्दर्यं तुहिनगिरिकन्ये तुलयितुं कवीन्द्राः कल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्चि प्रभृतयः यदा லோகௌத்சுக்யாத் இந்த இடத்துல உதாரணமாக சொல்கிறேன். யதா லோகௌத்துன்னு ஒரு இத்து இருக்கு உள்ள, கௌசுக்யாத்துன்னு போயிடக்கூடாது. அதுக்காக தான் இங்கே சொல்லும் பொழுது அந்த இடத்துல கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா ஸ்பேசிங் கொடுத்து சொல்கிறது. எல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் ஜாக்கிரதையாக நீங்கள் நோட் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கணும். யதா லோகௌத்சுக்யாத் அமரலலனாயாந்தி மனசா தபோபிர்துஷ்பிராபாமபி கிரிஷசாயுஜ்ய பதவீம் யதா லோகௌத்சுக்யாத் அமரலலனாயாந்தி மனசா தபோபிர்துஷ்பிராபாமபி கிரிஷசாயுஜ்ய பதவீம் யதா லோகௌத்சுக்யாத் அமரலலனாயாந்தி மனசா தபோபிர்துஷ்பிராபாமபி கிரிஷசாயுஜ்ய பதவீம் त्वदीयं सौन्दर्यं तुहिनगिरिकन्ये तुलयितुं कवीन्द्राः कल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्चि प्रभृतयः यदा लोकौत्सुक्यात् अमरललनायान्ति मनसा तपोभिर्दुष्प्रापामपि गिरिशसायुज्य पदवीम्
स्वदीयं सौन्दर्यं तुहिनगिरिकन्ये तुलयितुं कवीन्द्राः कल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्चि प्रभृतयः यदा लोकौत्सुक्यात् अमरललनायान्ति मनसा तपोभिर्दुष्प्रापामपि गिरिशसायुज्य पदवीम् त्वदीयं सौन्दर्यं तुहिनगिरिकन्ये तुलयितुं कवीन्द्राः कल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्चि प्रभृतयः यदा लोकौत्सुक्यात् अमरललनायान्ति मनसा तपोभिर्दुष्प्रापामपि गिरिशसायुज्य पदवीम्.
In this sloka, we will have to take care while pronouncing the third line, yada lokaut sukyat. There is a it, yada lokaut sukyat. While chanting the sloka, please take care of your pronunciation here. Now we will go to the meaning of the sloka. Twadiyam Soundaryam Tuhinagiri Kanye Tulayitum. Twadiyam means the one that belongs to you or to you only. Soundaryam, beauty or the Rupa Lavanyam. It is important to note here that
this full sloka
is itself called Soundarya Lahari, and this sloka,
that is the 12th sloka,
is like a drop from the ocean of Ambal's beauty, because in the last few shlokas Acharya has touched the Yoga Shastram the Yantra Rupam of Ambal, etc. And it is only to a very few of them who get to experience or get the blessings of Upasana, and for the general masses like us, Acharya has started with the description of Ambal and her beauty. We people, or for the people who are not that advanced in our sadhanas, it becomes easy for us to meditate upon the Murti or the Rupam of Ambal, who is our mother, and we get so attracted and attached to that Rupam and her Lavanyam, so that we can, without any distraction, just like a child which is always looking forward to his mother, we can keep thinking about her always, and for that purpose Acharya has provided these beautiful descriptions of Ambal Rupa Lavanyam. So he looks at Ambal and he says in this sloka, Twadiyam Soundaryam, the beauty that belongs to you. Tuhinagiri Kanye Tulayitum. Tuhinagiri. Giri means mountain. Tuhina is ice cold. Kanye is daughter, that is the daughter of the ice-capped mountains. Hey Amba, the daughter of the ice-capped mountains, your beauty, and then he continues. Tulayitum, that is weighing or to compare with something. Tula means we call it as weight. In a weighing machine, we have a place to keep the thing we want to weigh and a place to keep the weighing stones, with which we will be able to determine the weight of the thing that we want to know the weight. But here, you don't have anything to compare to with Ambal's beauty. Then, how do you even describe her beauty? He says in the next line, Kavindraha kalpante kathamapi virinchi prabhrutayaha. Kathamapi. This is a word that we have seen which is used in a earlier sloka. There, when Brahma with the dust of the lotus feet of Ambal creates all the worlds, and Mahavishnu with his 1,000 heads somehow manages to do Rakshanam of this world. Vahatyenam shaurihi kathamapi sahasrena shirasam. The same meaning only here also kathamapi is used in this shloka. It also means that someone is doing something with a lot of trouble. Who are those ones who are doing something with a lot of trouble? How are they managing? Kavindraha. Kavi are poets. Kavindra are some of the very, very decorated or very intelligent poets. Those who are shining like Indras in the field of poetry. Who are such decorated poets? That comes in the last words of the line. Virinchi Prabhrutayaha. Including or starting with Lord Brahma, the list has many other poets. Lord Brahma is kind of a leader for this group or list of poets. Why Brahma is the leader? If we see who is the wife of Brahma, it is Saraswati Devi. So the Shakti of Brahma is Saraswati, and she is always with him, and with her grace he is the leader of the group of poets. The group of all big or renowned poets starting from Brahma. Kalpante, they imagine or try to make comparison. What do they imagine? That was told in the first line. That is, Hey Mata, your beauty or Rupa Lavanyam. All these big poets starting from Brahma, Kathamapi Kalpante, are somehow with a lot of difficulty are trying to find a description or comparison to tell about your beauty. And that is why the word Tulayitum is used here. They are trying to compare your beauty with something or weigh it against something. This is a challenge because there is nothing that you can compare her beauty with, and they are at a loss of words. They are trying to tell it with some examples or comparisons, but still not able to do it fully. They are trying to give us some examples so that we general masses would try and relate to it, but still they are not a best fit or best way to describe her. Even in Lalita Sahasranamam, the first few lines are the description of Ambal. Lalita Sahasranamam was recited by the Vashinyadi Vagdevatas. There is nothing that cannot be described by them, as they are themselves the Vagdevatas. They describe every part of Ambal like the eyes, nose, etc. But when they come to some parts, they themselves say it very clearly that they are unable to find words to describe those parts. For example, when they talk about the chin of Ambal, they say that they are unable to give any words or comparison to its beauty. Anakalita Sadrishya Chibukashri Virajita. They are trying to give words to describe her but not able to do it fully. There is also another Nama which is Nistula. There is no one or nothing that can be equated to her or compared to her. Nirupama. There is nothing that can be similar to her, or there is no comparison, resemblance or simile to her. Here Acharya has used the word Tulayitum for that. That is weighing or comparing her beauty. Just like the Vashinyadi Vagdevatas who cannot describe her fully, the great poets starting with Brahma are somehow, that is why it is given Kathamapi. Kathamapi Kalpante. Somehow they are imagining and trying to describe her beauty with some comparisons. This is some of the explanations given by various other Bhashyakaras, that is, those who have given the meanings to the shloka. But Periva gives a very different meaning to this. Periva says Acharya is trying to convey that these poets have actually failed in their attempt to describe Ambal's beauty. Instead of saying that directly, that they have failed completely, he says that somehow they are trying to with difficulty, but actually they could not, is the real meaning of this line. Periva gives an example for this as well. When we say, I went very fast and thought I will be able to see the Arati and just stopped there, then it means we were not able to see it. The same way, here Acharya says that they are somehow trying very hard to put down in words the beauty of Ambal, and he stops without saying further what is the outcome. Then it means that they did not succeed. But due to his apara karuna, Acharya has not told it so explicitly. Periva gives a very nice explanation to why no one could say the beauty of Ambal fully, and that is very important for us to understand here to know the meaning of this shloka. Periva says, there is no one who has ever seen the beauty or Rupa Lavanyam of Ambal. Ambal gives darshan to her bhaktas for a split few seconds, just like a lightning appearing in the sky for a very few seconds, and during that time the bhakta gets the blessing of seeing her feet sometimes, or maybe her face, or maybe her eyes, etc. Like this, he might have had the blessing of seeing some of her parts only, and no one could have seen the full extent of the beauty of Ambal. Periva explains why this is so. It is because only Parameshwara is the person who could have the darshan of Ambal fully and know the extent of her beauty and lavanya, because she is the foremost of all pativratas, and due to this she does not allow or show her full form to anyone except her husband, who is Shiva or Kameshwara. Here, Periva explains this further with an example. He says, a Bhakta is like a child to Ambal, and he should look at her like his mother. So, when we are a child, our mother will give us all kindness, the warmth and the motherly love that is required by us. But as a child, it is not required to see the extent of the beauty of his mother. Whatever alankaram, that is beautification, that the mother does is not relevant to the child, and she does it for her husband. The same way, we are all children to Ambal, and she is ready to fill us all with her love, compassion and blessings. But she shows the extent of her full beauty and lavanyam only to her husband, who is Parameshwara. Now we will go to the next line. Yadalo kautsukyat amara lalana yanti manasa. Amara lalana, the ladies who are there in Devaloka. Who are they? Ramba, Urvashi, Tilotama. We generally refer to these ladies as very beautiful ladies, and we even sometimes ask those who are dressing up a lot, as to whom do you think you yourself to be? Like Ramba, Urvashi, Tilotama, Menaka, etc. We have set standards of beauty with these ladies. But Acharya says that the standard of beauty for these ladies is the beauty of Maha Tripura Sundari. Yada lo kautsukyat. This is split as Yat aloka autsukyat. Yat, that is this Soundaryam. Aloka, to see. Autsukyat, want, desire or eagerly wanting something. That Soundaryam which all the distinguished poets starting from Brahma, who cannot find words to describe, the ladies from the Devaloka are very eagerly wanting to look at it. Aloka means look. They have great desire to look at the beauty of Ambal fully. For that, they are making some plan, because they know that no one has ever seen the beauty or full extent of beauty of Ambal other than Parameshwara. Yanti manasa, to achieve it through mind. What did they achieve? That is given in the next line. These Devaloka ladies want to see or eager to see the beauty or the full Rupalavanyam of Ambal, and they know that they cannot do it because it is only available to Lord Parameshwara. So they are making some plan and they achieve it through their minds. What is that they achieve? It is given in the next line. Tapobhir dushprapamapi girisha sayudhya padavim. Tapobhihi means penance or through penance. Dushprapam, to achieve something that is unachievable or something which is very, very, very difficult to achieve. Api, something which is very, very, very difficult to achieve or unachievable, even through great penance. What is that thing which is very unachievable? Girisha Sayudhya Padavim. Girisha is Parameshwara. Sayudhyam is Moksham or Shiva Sayudhyam, a state where you become one with Shiva or like Shiva. So, we need to understand it with the words of the previous line. These ladies who are making a plan, they think that they have achieved something which is even unattainable by great tapas. That is Shiva Sayudyam. Because, as said earlier, only Lord Parameshwara is the only one who can see the full extent of beauty of Ambal, and no one else will be able to see it fully. So, even those ladies whom we think are very beautiful long to see the full extent of the beauty of Ambal, who is Maha Tripura Sundari, and even though they are Devaloka ladies, they are not able to see it. And for this purpose, or in order to achieve it, they decide that they have achieved the unachievable Shiva Sayudyam in their minds, because it is only with him that the Ambal reveals her true beauty and complete beauty, and in that way they will be able to see that. Even here, Periva says that these ladies are trying to achieve that state or Shiva Sayudyam, but really they are not able to achieve that state, which is attained only with a lot of penance and tapas. And even great rishis and munis are still trying only to achieve it. We have seen in lot of stories that these Devaloka ladies come and try to disturb the penance of many of these rishis. Such being the case, how will these ladies achieve this Shiva Sayudyam? It is very, very difficult even for those rishis, and these ladies who are not even involved in any penance or anything, those who disturb the penance, how will they achieve it? But instead, what do? They keep thinking in their mind that they have already achieved that state of Shiva Sayudyam, and that somehow they will be able to see the full extent of beauty of Ambal. Here also, as explained earlier, it is a failure only. Just like the case in the poets, these ladies are trying and they are imagining themselves that they have attained that unachievable place, but actually they have not attained it. Here in this sloka, Acharya has tried to give us the extent of the beauty of Ambal, which is undescribable, which does not have any other comparisons, which cannot be described by words, even by big poets. And even the ladies who are very, very beautiful, we consider them to be beautiful. Those ladies are longing to see the beauty of Ambal's real and full extent of beauty. Let us all meditate upon her, whose Rupam is unimaginable, undescribable and uncomparable. Periva Sharanam.